Hello guys, how are you? My today lecture will be about the lab software. I will show you how to uh, manage the different lab testers with our software. The main thing about the lab software is that it is connected to the IPD as well as OPD, and you can straight away enter the patient. That it doesn't belong to either the OPD or IPD. That only comes for the test. You can also do it from this software. The main thing, the basic thing that we have in this software is the centralization of the patient, so that whenever we try to track the patient, we may we may not get disrupted, like where to go or what to have or what is the actually track of the patient, if you really want to do it that way. Okay, let's start with the test management, like how to add the testers. There are some testers already here, so if you want to add the new testers, first of all we have to go to the profile collection. Fine. In the profile manager, what we do is that we enter the test, for example the profile. We enter here, set up the rate and the submedical department it belongs to. So let's do something. Suppose we have a test, plasma test, it belongs to the lab. We have the pathology and there's a rate. Let's save it. Or we can edit it straight away here. That's it. Let's talk about the report document. What is actually the main function of this report document? Suppose we have a patient and we like do some test about him, and what we want to do is that we want to like enter the report. We want to enter the parameters. So this is for that thing. Like if we have some report template for the patient, sorry, report template for the profile we are going to add is going to be showed here. Like if we want a manual template, we don't want to enter um, the different numbers for the test. There are different parameters in the KFT, like we have serum creatine, and we don't want to enter the value of the specific test there. We want to enter it manually here. We can do it. Like we have some different templates. Let me show you something. I guess you may be confused by seeing what report document actually is. Let me show how it works. Suppose we use something about the word template. Here it just opened. Suppose this is the template for the KFT and we want to enter it. We simply copy it and paste it here. So it comes the same way, the same layout is here, what we actually copied it from. Now we're going to save it, and the next time when we're going to fill the report, what we have to just edit something here, like we want to edit the heading 3 to we can do it simply here. There is no issue in all it, and we can enter the USG test, everything. Like I can show you some X-ray testers here. Here some of our X-ray testers here. Okay, fine. Let's go to the test management. What test management really does is that it enters the different types of testers, like parameters that are available into the profile. And when we enter that, in this way, it at the end it comes easily. Like what are the parameters of the given profile, and we can enter the values there. We have parameters: male normal value, high value, female normal value, and high value. We have bool values, like some parameter has the negative value and some parameters have description, just like in USG. So it comes with a description description text box. When we go after it, we're going to simply do the test in the patient testers. Okay, those were lab, we have immunology. What are different immunology testers here? There's FSH 450. We can enter the name here, Sadiq. Where the age, where the age type, where the male, female, where the doctor. Actually, what the doctor does is that, like we have in hospitals, what actually the patients are referred to the testers, and it's done by the doctors. The doctor actually tells them to the which test they must be done, and in every test there is some sort of commission that doctor is given. So we have to like define the doctor here, or maybe it may be a referral doctor. We have to enter it here. So in this way, it will retain the reference to the particular doctor, and in the doctor ledger it will show us there that this doctor has referred this test of this patient to the hospital, and he can earn the commission from it. Let's enter the amount. Let's submit it. And when we submit it, we get the print receipt. It can be easily customized. You have to call us for it, and we can customize it according to your needs, what you want to show in this. Finally, when you are done with the patient test, we are going to perform some different actions on it. We have the journal entry number of the patient. We can simply give it here, or we can search it by the name. I guess name is not working. Let's give the test. So we can print the receipt again. We can show the profile. There's a FSH profile. We can edit it straight away here. There's no issue at all. We can even delete it. There are many things that can be done here. So finally, we are going to do some test actions here. Suppose we have the general MRD 1958, sorry 1988, and we're going to collect the sample for it. When we collect the sample, it goes to the fill reports. We're going to fill the report here. Here actually we don't have fill manual report here in this version. That will come up in the next version of the software. Is going to be there. Like I'm going to show you some kind of demo. When we enter the parameter, we're going to go to the reports, and it will be there. Okay, we can actually like go through the test report from the particular date. Suppose we want the report from 1st September to 7th September of lab, and immunology is the sub-medical department. It actually gives us the test count. In hematology, it will show us the total test amount, everything. So it's here all for the patient test report. It's quite simple this time, but in the near future, it will be big. It will have many features like well outsourcing on the cost. Like some labs really outsource their testers and give it to the different labs who had to work on that model, who are actually working on it, and it will be done into the next module. The main focus of our software this time is all about the patient appointment, IPD and OPD. Okay, thanks for watching.